Hello, FPB, and all the poets and blossoms out there, and to all our viewers worldwide. Welcome to our blossoming show, the MEBS, the Mother Eagle Blossom Show. A pleasant good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are in this beautiful world. Our guest for tonight is none other than the beautiful Ekta Ahuja from the Passion of Poetry. Hello, dear Ekta. How are you?
Hello, Helen.
So, we are now here. You are now my guest, my lovely guest. I would read first your bio for our viewers to know more about you.
Thank you, Helen.
Ekta Ahuja is author of two poetry ebooks, It's You and Cardinal Emotions. She loves to embellish the canvas with beautiful use of words with her quill. She postgraduated in business management and she is a working woman who lives her passion for poetry as an inseparable part of her life. She is a bilingual poet and loves to pen Hindi and English poetries and articles. She loves to design templates, video, trailers, and teasers. She has done it for her both the ebooks and released on Amazon, Goodreads, YouTube, and etc. And of events like International Book Day featured on the Passion of Poetry. She has been a part of various national, international anthologies like Jane Austen, an anthology of thoughts and opinions, Piari Maa, etc. She has won various accolades on different international platforms, including Certificate of Appreciation from Gujarat Sahitya Academy and motivational streets on the occasion of India's 75th Independence Day. She's an administrator of the Passion of Poetry and the Fertile Brains Poetry Groups. Her poetries have also been featured in literary magazines like Triveni. She has worked on approximately 15 poetry collaborations of different poetry forms with revered poets around the world. She believes in just love what you do and do what you love to do. She has a Facebook page named Ekta Ahuja World of Words. She also has her YouTube channel. Hello, dear. What a beautiful bio.
Thank you so much,
So,
Helen.
yeah. So I observed that you seem the apple of the eye to your family. How is Ekta Ahuja as a daughter?
So, first of all, I would like to say that I'm really honored to be part of this interview and for this wonderful introduction. And I would like to mention one more thing here that this is my very first interview of my poetic journey as a poet. I have been part of very few these poetic events, though,
I
and
consider myself now as lucky one.
me too. I am just like I always I loved to write and narrate it with something else on screen, not my face on screen. So this is the first time, and I'm really loving it. It is so it is not that uh, that difficult. It is good.
Of
So I
course.
would like to answer your questions. A question that. Yes, I am actually blessed person to be apple of eyes.
Yeah.
I have always been apple of eyes of the people who love me, and whom I love. So, so it is just a blessing to me. And being the youngest member of my family, I have always been pampered and loved by everyone. I always uh, try to, just I'm very much absorbed in my family. So and I've always seen the, if you give love, you receive love. So I have been blessed to get that love from my family as well. But I would like to mention here that there is a big question which you attach, that how am I as a daughter? That what is the question exactly is, uh, how is Ekta as a daughter? So I think this question should be asked to my parents, and I would love to listen to the answer. But I'll answer to the question that what are the things which I want to, do for my parents, because whatever I am, whoever I am, is because of them, and especially I mention my father, because when there were difficult decisions to make in my life, he was the strongest person standing by my side, and always supported my dreams, and and always encouraged me to achieve whatever I wanted. He never said that this is difficult or that is difficult. He always encouraged that yes, if you want to do, you should do it. There may be victory, there may be failure. Failure will lead to learning, and victory will always be a booster to move ahead. So, I was getting hesitation is normal before any new thing, but that fear of not taking part was never there, and that is because of my father. He he just gave me that foundation. So I would like to say that if I want them to be proud of me, and if somebody, I want to see that sparkle in their eyes when someone says that you see they are Ekta's parents. I'll be really proud, and I want to do whatever I can do as a daughter. And if it makes them proud, then everything is successful. Well, I am success in
Yes,
that
of
case. So this is,
course. So, of course, your parents are very proud of you now. And I love it seems that as a daughter, you will never be the reason of their tears because you love them so much.
yes.
You love them
And
so much. Yeah.
and one more thing which I would like to mention, that um, it happens mostly with daughters, especially that they have to start a new journey after their marriage. They have to anyways, uh, have two families, more responsibilities. So in that phase, how they manage to look after their parents becomes a challenge. So
Yes,
so i
yes.
so I just want to say that though I have crossed that phase, and I have got support from all my family members and everyone, and I am actually blessed one to be with my parents whenever they need me. So I would like to say that in the phase when parents need their kids to be their parents, I hope I am clear, because
Yeah.
during old age they are like a child, and they
Yes.
need care as we did in our childhoods. So we should be there for them. Either a son or a daughter, doesn't matter. As a child, it is our responsibility. We owe it to them. So I just want to be there. Now I'm as a child. In the old age, if I get opportunity to be parent to my parent, I just don't want to be absent during that time. I want to be, with them. So
You
this is
are
what I
such
want to
a
say.
responsible daughter, and you will be blessed because of that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what is your father's advice that you give such significance in your life that you can never forget?
Um, See, I would like to say that my father is, very friendly with me. He always talks like a friend. I have heard many stories of father and a son being good friends. But in my case, I got my best friend as my father. So I always shared everything with him, and he taught me the best of the things he could during that time. The tiniest of the things which could give biggest of impacts in someone's life is something I have got from my father. So he was the one. He always said, I don't know, you don't know Hindi, I know it, but there is a saying that can I say it in Hindi?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
So actually, there is a saying that गिरते हैं शहसवार ही मैदाने जंग में, वो तिफल ही क्या गिरेंगे जो घुटनों के बल चले. It means that the brave people or the strongest people are the one who either fall in the war field or battlefield. The people who are means just childish or kiddish or don't try anything, or uh, don't have the courage to move ahead, they don't fall because they don't try to rise in life. So
Mm.
I always just he always taught me not to be afraid of any situation, to just stand, look into the eye of the situation or or the difficulty, and just maintain the patience and the wise, take a decision and move ahead. And the result, though it matters, but i- if it is a failure, it's a lesson. If it's a victory, it's an encouragement. So so this is the one thing which he taught, and I have it in my mind as a knot. So that has never stopped me. I will tell you that um, when I was child, so I was small. When we learn English, so there was a time when I listened to people in my morning assembly when prayer is done. Everybody gave spoke there, went there and gave means they debated. So one day I came home and I was sad. So my father said, what happened? I told him that I also want to give speech on stage, but I don't, I am afraid that I'll not be able to speak that good English and that big script.
Okay.
So he's the one, he said, so what, whatever you remember during that time, you go and just speak. So but don't, that stage fear takes you back. So he explained many other things, and I went the other day, I went to school and just said that I want to give that. I was so young that every teacher, they were also excited that somebody wants to speak. So this is a small instance,
Yeah.
but now till now I'm a child for him, so he keeps on teaching and I'll keep on learning from him.
I can feel that your father is what we call that. You were so attached with your father's girl. And I really appreciate your father. Your father is also optimistic. He is a great mentor of your life that he infused you wisdom from what he learned from life.
Yes.
Because
True.
I feel that you're confident if you are if you are if your father is in your side.
Yeah, he was, it makes a lot of difference. I have seen, not only my father, I have seen daughters whose fathers stand by their side are,
Yeah.
the prince's daughters. They are confident ones. You will feel charm in their eyes, and they never fear. It is not only me, there are many daughters who, if they watch this interview, I think they'll be able to actually nod their heads and be proud of their father, and will say yes. uh, yes, they are gift. They're it is said that, a daughter never outgrows a daughter may outgrow a father's lap, but she never outgrows his heart. So it is, she's always there. It is in her heart. Maybe she grows old, she's always princess of, her father. So this
What
is
a
what it
beautiful
is like.
relationship between daughter and father. So what are your dreams that you haven't reached them yet?
For this, I would like to, first of all, I would like to thank that Almighty God and blessings of my loved ones and parents and everyone, and love of my loved ones. That I have, seen dreams. I dream a lot, and those dreams take away my sleep. Are those kind of dreams? So uh, there are many dreams which I have already achieved. There are many which are left, and
Yes.
the list is not small, and it is never ending. So the answer to this question is not, the objective one. It will be like a subjective thing, and I cannot, mention that in numbers, that this
Yes.
dreams I've achieved and this I've not achieved, because the list is continuously growing and it will keep on growing. And there are many I've achieved, many yet to achieve.
Yes. Anyway, that's wonderful because we are free to dream. It's you don't need to pay when we dream. It's free. So don't limit yourself in dreaming.
True. Even I see it in, I'll compliment you, because we know each other through, the passion of poetry. And as far as I've known you, you're a beautiful soul, and you never, you also dream so big, and that is reflected by the name of, this interview as well, the Mother Eagle Blossom Show. The mother eagle is the one, who can fly two heights. It is said that mother eagle is stronger than the male eagle. Means the female eagle is stronger than the male eagle, and she
Yes.
can fly higher. Biologically, I mean, it was there in a fact. So so I can say that you are, also very, I've seen you as a very strong lady, and a beautiful soul.
Thank you for that. Because eagle always, when there is a storm, you will fly above. You can soar to the highest skies. So that's it. That is why it just came. I didn't plan everything. This interview, I never planned this, but then I consider this actually because it came without planning. So it was not my dream also. but I consider these things as, you know, mission to fulfill and accomplish. So that's why I am also enjoying this, because when you love what you do, you enjoy everything. You enjoy the interview. It's not a job. I love talking with you. I love talking with people and bring your voices to the world.
Right,
So yeah,
right.
thank you for the compliment.
And I will, really appreciate, and I would say that this is a very beautiful name which you have given. It is really inspiring because I read it somewhere that, eagle, mother eagle or eagle signifies strength, freedom, immortality, care, everything. They teach their uh, eaglets to fly high.
Yes.
Means they to soar in
Yes.
the sky. So
Yes, that's it.
beautiful.
Thank you. So I'd like to ask you, Ekta, when does poetry come to your life?
It is really very interesting question. So, uh, poetry was always there, and when I say it was always there, means I did not realize it. Uh, but when I was young, maybe it was I was maybe 10 to 12, 10 years old, or 13 years old, maybe 13 years old. So that time in the examinations, we used to get questions of writing essay. So I used to write the text part, the subjective part, and in the last I used to leave 5 lines or 6 lines, and then move ahead and write all the answers and complete them. And in the end, I used to write 4 to 5 self-composed lines on the subject which was asked in the exam. So that time I did not give it that importance, that in that, in 3 hours of time we have to complete exam as well. But I was able to compose lines because, that was something which was inside me. It didn't, I never felt any pressure to compose. It is never asked in question paper to compose lines and write. So it was there. And later on, whenever I used to feel very happy or sad, I used to write in diaries. So I filled 5 to 6 diaries, writing my poems or thoughts in form of articles as well as poetries. But that is something which I did not refine. Then moving ahead in life, when responsibilities come and you get this pressure, or you get, serious about your career and everything. So this thing, got a bit hazy. So means it went in the background. So but since it is there inside, it kept on flowing inside, and I used to continue writing, if whenever I got time. But later on in 2020, during corona, when corona started, so I
Yeah.
just refined most of the work. I kept started reading my work, and I could feel that um, I am, I have to do a lot in this line. I enjoyed reading it, refining it. And then I have mentioned the date as well. It is 17th July that I published my first ebook on Amazon. It's You. So my journey started from there. Means journey as a on these international platforms, or recognition as a poet on international poet on international platform. So this is how my journey as a poet and the
You are
writing
gifted.
things
You
started.
are gifted, and you are such a good poet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am learning day by day.
That's true. We're always learning and will not stop learning. What is important there is, uh, we have to consider being a poet is a gift from God.
True.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
there is a saying by Robert Frost.
mm,
Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. So
yeah,
I, love this saying by Robert Frost.
that's true. So that is very substantial, that than boosting ourselves that, hey, I can write because I am intelligent. No, it's not that. Because, poetry is, our journey, our uh, inner self journey. So we need to give importance of this gift, that we, through this gift, we can inspire many many hearts.
True.
Yeah.
I truly agree with this, that the experiences of our lives, should never go go in vain, or they should not go just as it is. We should actually try to impart this in society. If we are able to inspire, or if we are able to motivate even one person, then our that is a big success.
Sorry.
And I would say that as a poet, when I started my journey, it was never like I'll be writing motivational poems or poems on nature.
Yes.
But naturally it came out to be that my first ebook, It's You, was a motivational book, wherein the basic uh, thing which was imparted is to realize what is inside you. So I would say that this is a big responsibility of every poet to connect with people, and if they are able to
Yes.
inspire and motivate even a single soul, then it's a very big uh, success.
That is our part. So, because this is a sacred gift.
True.
So, I think you are the youngest admin in the pop, in the passion of poetry. How did you join? How did you join? Can you tell us the story?
Life is really full of miracles and blissful moments. So, joining pop was one of the blissful moments. One day I saw a post for admin on the passion of poetry, and that time I was starting my journey on international poetry platforms. I already won various accolades and certificates on different international poetry platforms by that time. So what I did, I just commented and gave my showed my interest. So and then I kept on posting on different platforms. I just showed my interest. Then one fine day in the morning, I just opened my mobile and just see and its message there. So that was the beginning of this journey. And I would say that that time I was the youngest one in the whole team. I started it as a moderator. I was a moderator, and
Just like
then
me.
late. Yes, and
I
then
think it
after
started. Uh,
yes, after you joined the team, just after few months after I joined. I if I'm right. So uh, when I joined the passion of poetry, it is really like it's like a family. You are well aware of it. They
yes.
all supported
Yes.
my ideas so well. I always used to come up with some idea that let us do this collaboration. And
You have a
I
lot
am
of
actually.
concepts. You have a lot of concepts, beautiful concepts.
Thank you. So this is something, and there is a good thing about the best thing was whenever I came up with some idea of designing some template or some collaboration, everybody supported, and especially, Annette, uh, she is always there to support the ideas. She supported new ideas and just said, go ahead. So
Yes,
it was like,
yes,
it was the passion of poetry is really something very close to my heart.
yes. Can you imagine we have already 14,600 members. So it
Yes,
is growing so fast. And for me,
true,
to be in the passion of poetry is a bliss.
true, true.
This is a team or group that some are dying for to be in. They promise a lot of things just to become a moderator, administrator, and we have to consider ourselves lucky to be part of the group, to part of the team.
True, true. And I would also say that every member of the team is, always passionate and, ready to give or introduce something new in the group. And
Yes,
we have already introduced, different concepts and types of poetries. And we get equal love from all the members. So that is the best thing. And that gives,
yes, that's the
I
good
just
thing.
I love talking to the bats over there when they contact and we talk with each
Yes,
other. So really, it is great to see the love and their affection towards the group and poetry, especially. And
that's
though I
true.
was the youngest, but with all of you were so elderly. I always, think that I learned from you all, and I also, learn elderly things. So it is that is also a good thing to, absorb and
Yes,
incorporate in my life,
that's
because
true.
with the energy and experience, these two E's are very much essential in life. If you have experience and you tap your energy in the right direction, then it leads to success. Maybe if you have energy, you don't give it a proper direction, or you don't have experience, then it doesn't go in the right way.
That's true. So we're happy there, and I love the contest. I enjoyed it. You know, it really takes a lot of our time, even making certificates. But if you love what you do, it doesn't matter. The whole morning I did is to do the certificates, to make the certificates for the winners. And it's a really good thing that it comes from the heart. We love it. We love to give them. And it's really hard to judge also because they are all excellent poets. Really hard to judge.
I second you in this. But I love to read their poems, and um, you are able to. There are few poets who are regular in the contest, and when you read their poems, sometimes it happens that I don't read the name. We only read the poem first, and then if it is according to the criterion of the contest, then we select that name. But it happens that when some poets are like, when we read their poem, we can actually connect to their names, that this
Yes,
type of poem is
we
written
we
by
already
such
know their
poet.
style. We already know their style. Oh, it's this poem is written by this one because you know the
Yeah, yeah,
style.
but yes, they have they have their own style. Every poet, by right, the more time they give in writing, there is a certain style which
And maybe they're happy
comes
also.
automatically.
They're also happy and inclined to participate in the contest because it's one way of improving yourself, improving your writing.
Yes, absolutely. When I also started my journey, I always felt that if I got the accolade, it was the best thing. But if I did not, get, and I actually acknowledge that thing, because on different poetry platforms you post in different contests, you don't remember each one of them. Sometimes
Yes, yes.
some contest skips from the mind. So I used to reread my poem, that what was missing, what was, and I used to actually recognize that yes, this was missing. So that also lets you improve.
Yes, but when we're right, of course, some, if really, if you are really, you know, a poet from the heart, you don't need accolades or and certifications, but it somehow boost your, your being a poet, because you will be recognized. But in writing, it is in our thoughts as poet, we have to write from the heart, whether it will be acknowledged, it will be recognized. It is very important that your writing is really from the bottom, from your heart, because it will give your poem a beautiful to read. You can touch many souls with that poem.
Yes, absolutely. There are many people who get inspired by poems, are the ones who are actually seeking new colors. They are not reading a poem to actually get the same colors which they have. They are seeking for something new experience which they are lacking, or which they want somebody else to come up with. So your experience, how you are, how do you breathe in experience. It is said that breathe in experience, breathe out poetry. So it should be like that, so it touches many lives.
So
Poem should be like a natural thing.
that's true. That's true. So it's through writing, it makes us so happy. Now I'd like to ask you, what makes you ecstatically happy?
Yeah, I will definitely answer that. It's a very beautiful question. And but in context of the last subject which we were discussing, I would like to read two lines of a poet who is actually, it is in Hindi. It is मेरी लिखी बातों को हर कोई समझ नहीं पाता, क्योंकि मैं एहसास लिखता हूँ, लोग अल्फाज पढ़ते हैं. It means that the poet is writing in these lines that everybody doesn't get what I write, because I write emotions and they read words. So it is like poetry is also not is something that everybody cannot connect to, until and unless a person is interested in. It is a huge ocean. So now coming to your question, that what makes me ecstatically happy is, you know I am a person who is very close to nature. Yes, sorry for the disturbance.
It's okay. It's okay.
So yeah, I am the person who is very close to nature, so I would say that rain, ocean, the giggle of child, smile on my parents face and my better half's face, and my loved one's faces. I That thing really gives me content. And I will say that I have written one quote as well, that happiness is inhaling the breeze of content and serenity. So you are content when people around you are happy, and if the reason is you, then you are more happy. So you are happier. So
Yes, that's true.
these things make me ecstatically happy that I am going right in my life. Whatever I am doing uh, is really right. I'm going in right direction, and I keep one very important factor in my mind, that I should also be happy, because if my heart is not happy, I will never be able to keep people happy. It is very much important to pamper yourself, because whatever we are breathing here, it's all because of that almighty. He has, blessed us, gifted us with so many talents and different traits. So we should actually give, we should make justice, and we should respect those gifts. So we should also pamper ourselves, and we should love ourselves, in fact.
Yes,
And if we
that's
love ourselves, we are
happiness.
yes, and we are
Love
then able to,
ourselves and contentment.
we should love nature. Yes, and we
Nature
should love
also.
nature.
Yes.
Everything of nature is beautiful. If you see sky and simply blue sky with white clouds of different shapes, that makes you happy. And I don't
Yes.
know if being as a poet I'm saying like that, or it happens with everyone, but with
It
me,
happens with everyone. Now we are amazed with the beauty of this world. So,
true.
can you read us your poem, one of your favorite ones?
Yes, definitely. I can read my favorite. Actually, all the poems which I've written are the ones uh, I was inspired by someone, or I was happy, or I was very sad. So I
Yes,
am close
extreme.
to every. So I am connected, and I love every verse which I write, and uh, if I don't love, and if I don't like the poem when I am actually reading it again, because when once we start writing and complete a poem, we read it again, right? So the happiness which comes after completing a poem, it is not there. So it means something is missing. So so every poem is close to my heart, because I always feel happy after reading them. But I'll read one of my poems. You asked for a love poem as well.
Yeah, please do.
First of all, I will. This is a poem from. Am I audible?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So this is a poem from my first ebook. It's You, and it is listen to yourself. There will be times when you are unheard. There will be times when you are unheard. You have to learn to survive by oneself. You would find faded faces around, your mind open but thoughts a bit bound. You may acknowledge some fair weather friends. The less you open up, the more suffering extends. Remember, every cloud has a silver lining. Be patient, don't get into whining. You can be sometimes sailing against the wind. Situations would be difficult, but let positivity be pinned. You will surpass all of them with strong determination and shine like a gem. With the new lease of life, blow away the cobwebs and make headway with a new drive. Echo of your success will astonish you. Echo of your success will astonish you. Nothing in this world comes out of you. You will be content and proud, and you will say it out loud. It was the time when you listened to yourself. and learn to win by oneself. It was the time you listen to yourself and learn to win by oneself. That's it. Thank you.
Wow, that's powerful, full of positivity. And I love that.
Thank you.
So beautiful, beautiful. Do you have another poem to read? We have a lot of time still.
Yes, I have one more poem, though there are
One more
many.
poem.
Yes. You asked for a love poem. Write very less romantic or love poems.
I was coughing so hard.
See, there is one.
Okay,
Shall I start reading?
yeah, start it.
Uh, the poem is "And We Grow Old Together." This is the
Oh,
first time I'm reading this poem on a live, live. I have never read this. I have never read this in any video or any poetic event or anywhere. But today, when you
just
ask
now.
this question, I love the title of this poem actually, "And
I
We Grow
love,
Old Together."
yeah, I love that.
The poem's like this. I don't know why I love you so much. When air is stormy, I just miss your caring touch. Your smile is blissful for me. Your smile is blissful for me. Let's dismay fade and sprinkle glee. Your support is like a shield. Lets me win the emotional battles in the heart field. Your love and respect for me, that alluring look and aura so friendly. The beauty of bond, the beauty of bond shines like the first ray of sun. Growing old together, growing old together is the best promise we have earned. Is the best promise we have earned. So this
Oh,
is one of the poem. Is a love poem or romantic poem, whatever name you can give it.
I love that. When we grow together, it's lovely when you read the poem without knowing the poet. It is obvious that it is written by a juvenile heart, fresh and young, and full of promise. So that's it. Uh, is it an old poem of yours?
Uh, Not very old, but yes, an year old. Yes, I
Oh,
wrote it in 2020.
because it's promising when we grow together. I love
Actually,
that.
I am not very much, expressive when it comes to express love. On paper, and with pen in my hand, I can do it. But in front of
But
someone to express my love, it becomes a bit uh, something wherein I have to put my effort.
I'm so happy that you're sharing your poems here.
I would also, like to say or ask you that I remember one of your poem about childhood, and I love that poem. I would like you to read that poem for me. I know that
Sorry.
everyone here, yeah.
Well, goodness.
Are you okay?
I'm coughing so hard. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll read it
It's
for
okay.
you.
Are you feeling
Um,
okay?
yeah, I'm okay. So
Yeah.
you're asking me, I'll try to check here about my, we have collaboration about our inner child in the Passion of Poetry, right? Okay, I'll read it now. Sorry.
It's okay.
The
Take
title
your
of
time.
this poem is Inner Child. The cold wind simmers. It silently whispers to the approaching breeze of the green summer. It dazzles and whirls my thoughts onto my inner childhood sceneries when I was innocent yet observant in every inch of an obscure human behavior. In my unripe mind, I noticed the differently characters of mankind. My innocent being just rolled in over in a very page of my life's death chapter. I thought I was born all the way lucky. And all I know, I was loved and protected, and from me did cast all the harms out of my way. My heart had and still has no room for fear and hatred. And in my tiny steps, I faced no challenge. I began exploring, as in this beautiful earth, there is a lot to discover. I found out in life isn't all the time to be favorable. I knelt, carrying the pains and my struggle. I dreamt of freedom, but yet life wanted me to stay to acquire wisdom, to mold me like the hard rock of toughness and like a spring sharing its beauty and calmness. I listened to my heart and followed its beats, but in my destiny, I couldn't leave. I couldn't simply cast those words I had committed. I stumbled, looking for happiness, and along my journey, I welled tears.
Please drink water.
Sorry.
It's okay. Please drink water.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, yeah. Yet my inner child within so sparkling exquisitely. I forgive myself in every flow I made. Sorry.
Your
Can I
voice
take
is,
water?
it's
Can I take
okay.
water? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, please.
So sorry, dear.
It's perfectly fine. Just feel better. If you are
Yeah,
not feeling it, I
it's
think
okay. I'm good now.
take some
So
medicine.
I'll repeat. I'll repeat because we cannot digest the if it is cut the poem if it is cut. The cold wind simmers, it silently whispers to the approaching breeze of the green summer. It dazzles and whirls my thoughts onto my inner childhood sceneries. When I was innocent yet observant in every inch of an obscure human behavior. In my unripe mind, I noticed differently characters of mankind. My innocent being just rolled in over in a very page of my life's dense chapter. I thought I was born all the way lucky, and all I know I was loved and protected. And from me, they cast all the harms out of my way. My heart had and still has no room for fear and hatred. And in my tiny steps, I faced no challenge. I began exploring as in this beautiful earth, there is a lot to discover. I found out in life isn't all the time to be favorable. I knelt, carrying the pains and my struggle. I dreamt of freedom, but yet life wanted me to stay to acquire wisdom, to mold me like the hard rock of toughness and like a spring sharing its beauty and calmness. I listened to my heart and followed its beats, but in my destiny, I couldn't leave. I couldn't simply cast those words I had committed. I stumbled looking for happiness, and along my journey, I welled tears.
It is it.
Yet my inner child within, so sparkling exquisitely, I forgive myself in every flow I made. In this world of imperfections and uncertainties, I forgive the people who cheated and smitten me in this universe intricate play. I became oblivion when the unkind words were thrown at me, and I possess no enemy. Behind the turmoil, I shine in my life's outstanding design. My inner child is my own beautiful angel within. She tranquilizes me and she gives me peace and harmony. That's it.
It's beautiful. It's really, touches it. It shows two sides of, childhood, the innocence as well as the different struggles as a child. So
You
is
really
it
got me.
really, it is uh, really something which is based on your real life, or you have actually, relieved these emotions by different experience, listening to different
Yeah,
experience.
because it's a true story of life. When you're treated as a princess when you were young, and then after that, you have encountered some, you know, miseries in your life during in your marriage life. I mean, there are a lot of things that happen, but I kept my stillness, and I am still here intact with my
True.
family. So
Yes,
that's the
really.
sacrifices that I have experienced, but then rewarding, very rewarding. So
Have you taken any medicine?
yeah, but then maybe I ate something that triggered my throat here. It's funny. It's between our. It's along. It's it came along with the interview, and I'm so sorry for that. Anyway, you continue. Do you have let's continue. Do you have something to ask me? I can carry myself, don't worry.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure. Sure, sure.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I know that
you,
you worrying me. Don't worry.
yes, I'm really, my face must be telling that. Yeah, I'm just feel better. We can take 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes.
No, it's okay.
Are you feeling better?
I feel better. Come on, you ask me.
Okay. So the question is, you know, I have read, and as far as I've known you, you seem like you believe in beauty of heart the most. Beauty of heart the most. So, were you always like this, or is it a teaching from your parent, or you are inspired by someone, or what is the driving force which has, led you to uh, have so much and know so much about, beauty of heart, in a way that you are also a beautiful soul and you believe in this concept so much. I
I
just
love
want to
that
know
question.
that from where it comes. Is it the inner Helen, and Helen was always like this, as a since childhood you were like this, or what is the fact?
You stirred my mind. Well, when I was a child, though I was being loved, but I was not spoiled one. Maybe it's my nature. It's my nature. But then it was not being um, being practiced because um, the real thing is my no, my parents did not actually really uh, taught me that way. It's in my heart, it's in my inner being. And then when I grow, it's not, when I was, a teenager, it was not, I didn't practice such kind of, being so kind, being so good. But my classmates told me now that I was really so, so good during our high school days. But I cannot remember that I was really what they think of me. I can't remember. But then when I got married, I've learned a lot of things. I encountered a lot of people. I encountered, different ways of life. And then I encountered hardship to where I learned a lot so much. And then I also went to church regularly. And then, you know, I observed that it has to be this way. I need to follow these steps if I want to be guided. So it made me become a better person. And plus the teaching, the life experience. And I was really inclined to do such good things in life because I understand that keeping my faith will make me survive of all those hardships in life. And I have proven it. I have proven it. And then I encountered very big things to solve because I was the one, was the, and until now, the breadwinner in the family. So I work so hard without limit. Yeah. But then of course I have my children now, they're having work. I only have one student. I have two nurses, and others are in different work. So Um, for me, everything I got, it's because of faith and prayers. Because I cannot imagine I can survive everything. Those were so very hard to imagine that I can survive. But I have proven that there's nothing impossible in the heaven beneath if you have to keep your deep faith. So for me,
And you shine. And you shine like a diamond today.
oh really? So that's life, and I don't want to stop on being just me by those experience that I have gotten from life. I need to share it with people who are deep with their situation. I want to inspire them that there is light. There are
There is
beautiful things waiting ahead for us.
true. There is
So
always a light.
so that's it. And
Your children must be proud of you.
they are. So
It
I'm so happy. Because whatever we have in life, it's not we only pass this. We are only visitors. I'm always telling them, and what I have received, a gift, a treasure, is my children, because they are all good children. They have different characters, but to sum it all, they are all good. And I'm just so very grateful that they are not giving me headaches. So that's it. I was able to raise them well. I was really able to raise them well. So I'm
it is a
so
very
proud of
big
that.
thing.
Yes, because I am not telling them every day that you have to do this. Maybe they just observe my what I am doing every day. They have just observed what are the sacrifices I made for the family. So I don't, maybe action speaks more than words.
True.
So that's it.
It is like for for a mother, whatever there are always the more you write, there are more words ahead. The more you it's ocean of words for mother. You can it is just like diving in an ocean. There are so many things for a mother you can write. I would like to say that I was actually blessed, or I got the opportunity to write something for mother, but it is in Hindi. I would not
Yeah, I love to
uh,
hear that. Just
uh,
explain me after you read it.
there are only, I'll read 4 lines for that. जो कहूँ वो एक सार होगा. जो कहूँ वो एक सार होगा. ऐसी अप्रतिम मुहूर्त के लिए शब्दों का सागर कम होता है. माँ की संवेदनाओं को समझने वाला हर एक को मोहता है. माँ की पीड़ा से कवि की कलम के साथ कागज भी नम होता है. माँ के आशीर्वाद से सफलता का हर मुकाम तय होता है. It is if means these lines are something which are saying that uh, the whatever I say in lines, that would be small, that would not, that would be a crux. And the emotions of mother, the one who understands the emotions of mother, is always loved by everyone, because that person has the blessing of a mother. The blessing of a mother is the biggest and the powerful thing one can have. It is said that God could not be everywhere, that is why he made mother. So it is the line which is माँ की पीड़ा से कवि की कलम के साथ कागज भी नम होता है. It means if a mother is sad, with that pain and with that sadness, when a poet writes, the pen or the quill as well as the paper gets emotional with that pain. So a mother has so much. It is mother. A mother is so pure that everyone connects to it. Connects to her. So
Yes.
these were the lines which I wrote for an anthology. It was on mother. So I would really say that you are a great mother, and your
Thank you for
children must
that
be proud of
one.
you.
Because mother always give unconditional love.
And true. And there is a shire. I don't you understand. I don't know you actually know the name or not. So I will read. It is like, किसी को घर मिला हिस्से में, किसी को दुकान आई, मेरे मैं घर में सबसे छोटा था, मेरे हिस्से में माँ आई. It means that when children become elder and they get separated, or with career they move ahead, so they select their own they make their own families, they get away from their parents. So the younger sibling is writing that somebody got house, somebody got something else. I was the youngest one. I got
Yes,
my mother. So
I got you. I got
he
you.
treasures
You're the
his mother.
responsible to your parents because you're the youngest. That's true. Actually, my mother passed away just this August 30, and she was staying with me, 94 years old. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I saw your picture with
Yes.
her, and really precious picture. So she stayed with you. You both stayed together always.
I'm sorry.
You always stayed together. Means your mother was always
No,
there with you.
before, because she's staying in different place. So I took her when after her to 94th birthday, because even she's already 93, 94, she's doing business.
Yeah,
So yeah. So
you
even
got your
that
strength
she
from
was
her.
here, she wants to go home. She always wanted to go home and to do the business, like selling rice, like that. And maybe it's she couldn't stop that. So I explained to her that you don't need to make money, because just stay here, because maybe she's happy with that.
Yes,
Yeah,
maybe.
she's happy doing to make money by her own. Yeah, she loves to do that. But at least less than a year she stayed here, and she passed away. At least we had time together that time.
True, true.
So
Heartiest
that's it.
prayers for your mother always. Yes, wherever she is.
So this is wonderful conversation. We talk a lot of things, and there though there is some distraction amidst of our conversation, but still we still carry we still carry on. So don't you have anything to ask me? No more, or
I
you're
asked.
asking me? I think you're, you're asking me about nature. What was that?
Yes, I just wanted to ask you one more thing. Let me ask you. I just wrote it down. Wait, give me a minute. So, what do you like best about nature? What do you like uh, the best in nature? nature, though Mother Nature is very vast, and we all enjoy in the lap of nature. But what is the thing which inspires you the most? Like the colors, the nature, the mountains, or the rivers? What is that inspires
I
Helen?
think I love mountains because when you are at the top of the mountain, you can see a panoramic view. Yeah, because you have, you know, there will be a panoramic scene that you can watch over there. But actually, it connected with my poem about mountain. I will read it.
Yeah, for sure,
Uh,
definitely.
the title the title is Preferred Road. In an exhausting journey, I traveled quite a distance, freely chosen my own route, a privilege that anyone could. I could have chosen the low road, where way could have been smooth and short, easy, enjoyable, and comfortable, embracing no challenges at all. I could have chosen the road in the middle, where I could have met some obstacles. This just would be a common encounter we would possibly meet in our every travel. Yet I preferred to choose the high road when I climbed to the top of my destination, motivated to pursue behind the difficulties. The rough and crooked road was tough to face. Determination boosted my confidence. Moving forward by my own pace, I persevered. As I reached up the peak of the mountain, I saw the beauty of the ocean. So exhilarating. That's it. So it's beautiful to. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, I said it was beautiful. It actually every word showed your love towards mountain, and really, it's wonderful ink, and the beauty was there in every word. So really loved it.
Yeah, because if we are at the top of the mountain, you can see the ocean.
Yes,
You can see a lot of things.
you
So
can you can see the depth from those heights.
yes, that's true. So that's I love mountains. I love mountains. The greeneries of the mountain.
Right. So I think we really had a very beautiful conversation, and it was
Yes. And
really
thank you so much. I am really pleased that you are here. And I am so happy to be in conversation with you. It's my great pleasure to have you as my guest, a beautiful guest.
it was
So,
really an honor. It was before interview. I thought that I'll need some preparation or something like that, since it is my first
we're just,
interview. So,
having
but
our, natural conversation as if it's not an interview. But, your what you have shared with me has to be shared to other people also. So knowing more about ECTA. So that's it. So
It is a very big thing, I would say, that you give a wonderful platform to express words, and people
yes,
listen to your show, Mother Eagles Blossom Show. It is a wonderful show.
yes.
I always love your style, that welcome to FPB Mother's Eagle Blossom Show. I
Have a
just love
lot
your
there to be
style.
interviewed there in the passion of poetry. My goodness. There are a lot of people there that we have to, expose them We have to talk with them because it's different writing from doing a conversation.
I'm thankful to all the bards over there. All the poets are so supportive, and everybody, it is said that literary word is beautiful. Actually, I have seen the beauty of hearts after coming in this world. Every poet, when they listen to your poets, they appreciate, and you are giving such a beautiful platform to express as well as read poems, to come out natural. So it was an honor. Thanks to you, thanks to your show, and thanks to all the wonderful people who are watching this show and me, and to all others who are giving, coming on this show. So it was really great experience. I
Thank
loved
you
it.
so much, dear. Thank you so much. And always be blessed. Always be safe there. And may God bless you always and your family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Uh, I would like to request or say that since we are concluding this interview, I would like to read 6 lines for my father, if you allow.
Yes, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yes. What is his
So
name?
the title, his name is Mr. Ajay,
You're muted. You're
and
muted. Okay.
and the title of the poem is an epitome of devotion. Always my someone to look up to, admirable and my strength, my daddy. Be it what I am through. Altruism and compassion. I see and learn from you. Aura so sublime and positive point of view. Angelic person, my daddy, under whose caress I grew. An epitome of devotion towards family is so true. Avidity towards life and my smile. My dear daddy is from you. So this is my
Wow.
message to my daddy. He
Congratulations to your
watches this
father. And
interview.
please tell him that he's, successful to raise a beautiful daughter and a very shining daughter.
Thank
Give
you
my
so much.
regards to him and your mother also and your family.
Big compliment for me.
They are lucky to have you as a very good daughter that they can be proud of for life. Thank you, Ekta, and once more, be blessed and happy uh, coming days ahead.
You too be happy. Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Bye.